to talk about my 2023 summer internship. Brief overview before I start talking about it. I'm going to go through an introduction to myself. I'm going to talk about the project description and what it was all about. I'm going to talk about what I did specifically on my daily tasks and overall. I'm going to talk about some of my biggest challenges I had when over the course of the project, and I'm also going to talk about the lessons learned over the course of the project. So I'm Ethan Giltner. I'm a junior in CEM. I interned at St. Gobain, which was in Plainfield, Indiana, which is where I'm from. And I worked on the reslotting project. So the reslotting project was a pretty untraditional construction management internship. It was in a warehouse that was already built, and the main goal of the project was to take down these racks that you see in these pictures and move them somewhere else. There were no contractors on this project. Everybody who worked on it already works in the company and just got moved to do this project for the summer. This project was also going on while other people were still working in the warehouse, so people were still driving around a bunch of different equipment, so you always had to be kind of careful for that. My role with the company is that at the beginning of the summer, I started with my certifications on 2 different types of forklifts. They started me for the first couple of weeks in a team trying to learn the ropes of like what they were doing in terms of taking down the racks and what they were going to be doing for the rest of the summer. About 3 weeks in, I became the manager of the team, so I would just make sure that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing and they were doing it in a safe manner. And if any of the other workers who weren't on the project had questions about it, I could answer them for them. My daily tasks were to inform the team in the mornings what their tasks for the day were, so what they had to get done by the end of the day. I would run the safety meeting to make sure everybody had all their equipment and it was the right stuff. You would also stretch out. Everybody would stretch out so nobody was pulling anything or getting injured. In the first couple of weeks, I did help with takedown of some of the racks, but near the end, I was mainly just tracking their progress and planning the next steps for the next upcoming days and weeks and until after I left. One of my biggest challenges was becoming a leader because I've never really been a leader in anything, never been a boss. So being in charge of a group of like 3 people was definitely a challenge. I had to get used to telling people what to do, which I don't normally do. Understanding the plan and process, I really had no idea what the job really was until I got there, so I didn't really know what to expect. So just understanding what I had to do and what the job was a challenge. And being able to explain everything to the workers who weren't on the project because they had no information as well, so I was trying to figure out what was going on and I also had to explain it to them at the same time. Some of my lessons learned is don't be afraid to ask questions. There's a lot of people who work with you who all learn different things and can teach you different things, so you shouldn't be afraid to ask any questions. Try to find out what you like. I spent the first 3 weeks of this job doing a bunch of different things, and just because they wanted to see what I wanted to do, and I really didn't know what I was going to do on this project, so I was trying to figure out what suited me the best. And communication is key. For me, communicating with my workers, I didn't know if I wasn't communicating with them, I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't track their progress. And also me communicating with the people who were above me, telling them how close we are to being done and what was going on, or if anything special happened, like someone getting injured or delay or anything like that. And to get outside your comfort zone. I definitely got outside my comfort zone this summer, being the leader of a team, which I think it was really good for me. And it's during the summer on an internship, you have really nothing to lose, so you might as well just get outside your comfort zone. And another little thing is my favorite thing that I did was drive around on a forklift. I got forklift certified in the beginning of the summer, so those first 3 weeks I was on it a lot. I was driving around, taking things out of these racks that you see with the forklift because they everything needed to be out of it before we took them down. So I would spend full days just moving stuff around, which was pretty fun. I like driving it around. So that was my 2023 summer internship. Thank you.